Hello, my class. I know it was a shock to find out that our public speaking textbook was taken down. It was a shock to me, and I was in shock. I never had this happen before. I've been using this throughout the pandemic. It was always free. It was always something that was available for students for free with the intention of the authors. The domain has been cut. Our IT department said that whoever was handling the domain on that end, on the public speaking project end, did not either pay or renew their license, so it was taken down. I contacted the people who are in charge of that textbook, and they explained it that the leader of that enterprise, Lisa, one of the authors, she passed away some years ago. And in her trust or in her state, it was only going to follow that domain or keep paying the bill for just so long. So they're looking for somebody new to put it back up on the website, on the internet, as it was intended to be a free text for everyone. So it may come back. But in the interim, we do not have a textbook up there, and I do not want you to stress about it. Yes, I am sad we're not reading our chapters. They were great chapters. I know some of you read at least 5 weeks of them. As far as the material is concerned, I know how far we got with that book, and the final exam was supposed to cover all the chapters. So I am no longer going to be requiring the final exam because that just wouldn't be fair at all. But what I will do is put some alternatives for a final exam. I will create a paper assignment, maybe 2 pages to 5 pages as a takeaway for your final exam of what you learned. I will take in consideration all those terms you already have. For some of you, you've been memorizing them and you've been reading them, and I want you to get credit for that. So I will find some way to make sure you know that your effort was not in vain. In addition to a paper, I will also offer a final speech, a takeaway speech, which I often do in COM 113. At the end of the semester, I'll say, okay, 2 to 5 minute presentation on what you learned in this class. And please use some of the vocabulary that was offered in the first few chapters when we did have our text. This was blindsided. This was not fair to anyone, not fair to you, and not fair to the other students who use this in teachers throughout our country, because a lot of public speaking courses had been using this particular book. So yes, a shock, but we've been shocked before, and we will put it in perspective and carry on. But you are no longer responsible. And if you hadn't read anything, you will not be penalized either. I will give some choices for the final exam, and then I will continue to put up some additional videos that will cover the content that you would have read in those chapters. Plus, I have some cool articles I can post weekly that you can read those so that you get the background. Anyway, I know this was surprising. Some of you had been very diligent with the reading, and this is really a loss, so I feel for you. Not fair. I do not like students paying for text when there's so many open resources. This is an open resource I believed in and was using for really years, maybe 3 years now, and right through the pandemic as well. And I loved that it was free and that it was such good quality. But that's life, right? I noticed that the handout that I took from the chapter 16 is still on our week 6, where it talks about some cool topics for possibly for your persuasive speech. So that's still there. Like I said, it might magically pop back. That's why I haven't taken everything down, but it may not happen this semester. So that's not your responsibility. That is mine. I will keep you posted. I hope you're having a good week, and it's supposed to be a nice weekend, so enjoy your weekend.